Hello, dear viewers. Thanks for joining us once again for another edition of your press review, your daily press review tabloid on CLTV News. Today, December 29, 2023, we kickstart with our daily newspaper, the bilingual daily newspaper, Cameroon Tribune. As it writes, Song has made his choice. Cameroon's indomitable lion coach Rigobert Song revealed to the press yesterday the list of 27 players selected for the football game in Ivory Coast, and Cameroon Tribune pinpoints that this list is marked by a rejuvenation of different compartments. That is, this action of his gives the opportunity for new energy or a set of new talents to prove their worth. Pages 30 and 39 of Cameroon Tribune have the rest of the story. Meanwhile, Le Jour newspaper says it equally presents these 27 players retained for the AFCON 2023 game in Côte d'Ivoire and highlights the absence of some renowned players in the likes of Choupo-Moting and Gamalu. It equally says 2 players from some local clubs were added to the list. It is hoped that these footballers will make Cameroon proud during this upcoming competition in January. Page 9 of Le Jour has the rest of the story. Away from sports, we now talk good governance, as Nouvel Horizon says it makes a selection of some leading and prominent persons who have marked the year 2023 in one way or the other. They are politicians, intellectuals, civil society actors, security authorities, sportsmen, and internet influencers. These persons, the paper says, have one common thread, which is the fact that they have contributed in their own way to the interest of the public and Cameroon's economic development. It equally adds that with the population of Cameroon, which stands at 27 million people, the country is said to be moving forward as it strives to achieving its goals despite a good number of challenges. You could get to know more on these people on page 5 of Nouvel Horizon. Still in retrospect, we talk good governance, and governance says a satisfactory 2023 balance sheet. The paper talks about Minister Mununa Fotso's 2023 journey in achieving his ministerial mission, which was to put youth at the center of his concerns and rearm them morally. Governance says this was fully accomplished as some programs organized in the course of the year recorded tremendous successes. The establishment of multifunctional centers, of the promotion of some schools dropouts, the celebration of year 4 of Youth Connect, and the promotion of youth entrepreneurs, amongst others, are a few recorded successes. Pages 4 to 11 have details of that story. We move on with Le Quotidien Eco Santé in the same way as it applauds 20 staff members of the Ministry of Public Health who have distinguished themselves by their leadership and sacrifices. As a result, they have obtained a distinction thanks to Le Quotidien Eco Santé. These men and women of the health-inclined newspaper says that they have proven to be worthy of Health Minister's trust, stating Dr. Manauda Malachi can count on them to obtain sustainable results. This is the lone story on the newspapers, so you get to read and know more on what these peoples have come to accomplish throughout the year 2023 on each page of the newspaper. Moving on, we talk now La Voix du Consommateur, and it captions Message de la Nation. Households want something concrete. It writes that between inflation, power cuts, fuel shortage, lack of drinking water, poor internet connection, unemployment of some young graduates, among other issues, have caused the lives of many Cameroonians to deteriorate. And it questions whether President Paul Biya has strategies to fight against the high cost of living in 2024. get a couple of attempted answers in the newspaper, and you also have the opportunity to look back at some of the promises that were made during the end of year speech that the president presented on December 31st, 2023. The rest of that story is found on page 3 of La Voix du Consommateur. We round off this segment with we round off this press review segment with the question of some Cameroonians who are already asking themselves, will the price of beer increase in 2024? Loju newspaper questions. This says it could be envisaged that brewers are requesting an increase in the prices of their products. This is because there is an increase in their tax burden in 2024. The paper adds that this question will be tabled before government authorities and they will have to decide for themselves. Get more on this insight on story on page 7 of Loju newspaper. Thank you so much for following today's press review. We are honored, and thanks for riding with us throughout. It's an opportunity for me to wish you a happy new year in anticipation. God bless you.